People figure Nvidia has the whole AI chip market locked down. They assume nothing can touch its lead in data centers. But imagine if Qualcomm stepped right into the competition, and its stock shot up by 15% over that news. I have followed Qualcomm's strategy closely as it gears up against Nvidia using those fresh AI 200 and AI 250 chips. In this video, we dig into the ways this shift might shake up the full landscape of AI hardware. Qualcomm just made one of its boldest moves in years. The company announced two new AI chips, the AI 200 and the AI 250, built not for phones or tablets, but for massive data centers. For a company best known for powering smartphones, this marks a dramatic shift. Qualcomm is stepping directly into Nvidia's territory, the heart of the AI hardware race. On paper, this sounds like a huge win. The AI 200 and AI 250 are designed for full rack systems, where up to 72 chips can work together like a supercomputer. Each chip supports hundreds of gigabytes of memory and delivers high energy efficiency, something every company training large AI models desperately needs. With analysts predicting that nearly $6.7 trillion will be spent on data centers by 2030, Qualcomm seems to have entered the market at the perfect moment. Investors clearly agree. The stock soared over 15% after the announcement. That's the making of the narrative. A legacy mobile chip maker transforming into an AI powerhouse. Qualcomm has the engineering history, global reach, and now the timing to challenge Nvidia's dominance. It's easy to imagine a future where Qualcomm powers not just your smartphone, but also the servers behind your favorite AI tools. But here's where the story starts to break. Competing with Nvidia isn't about building powerful chips. It's about building ecosystems. Nvidia's CUDA platform is the backbone of modern AI development, with years of developer loyalty, software optimization, and unmatched industry integration. Qualcomm may have strong hardware, but without the software stack and developer trust, it could end up as just another name in a crowded field. There's also the challenge of scale. Moving from mobile processors to massive data center racks means entering a completely different business. Qualcomm will need to convince big buyers like OpenAI, Google, and Amazon that its chips can deliver the same reliability Nvidia offers. So yes, Qualcomm's entry into AI chips looks like a comeback story. But real success will depend on more than specs or headlines. It will depend on whether Qualcomm can build not just chips, but a new identity in a market already ruled by giants. News 2. Here's a move that's bold on the surface and full of questions below. OpenAI has just announced that from November 4th onwards, Indian users will receive access to ChatGPT Go completely free for a year. Priced between 399 rupees a month usually, the mid-range plan will be completely free for 12 months in India, a nation where ChatGPT already has its second largest user base. What's the reasoning behind this decision? On the other hand, it is a win. India is vital for expansion. It's affordable to get to, mobile first, and AI starving. Free access spurts adoption, muscle memory, and brand loyalty. If millions enroll, find value, and remain loyal to the service, OpenAI may monetize them in the future. The creation of the narrative. OpenAI is democratizing AI, offering premium access to users in key markets, and making ChatGPT indispensable. But here's the rub. Free for a year is generous sounding, but what happens when the promotion runs out? Are users pushed onto paid plans or upsold on features they already have? And how does OpenAI make money off this enormous free user base? The most plausible paths are ad insertion, enterprise data mining, or premium tiers added on downstream. The reference to India's regulatory drive for AI labeling and competition from Google LLC and Perplexity AI indicates OpenAI is responding to market forces, not initiating them. Then, there is data strategy. Providing this plan for free implies OpenAI is eager to capture usage patterns, behavior data, and model training signals from a huge Indian population. The users might think they're getting free AI, but they're also enrolling in months of product shaping as OpenAI optimizes for worldwide growth. So yes, free ChatGPT Go in India is a fanfare moment. It sounds like altruism and big vision stuff. But underneath the banner is urgency, expansion strategy, and the question of whether the Anthropic has just launched something that may revolutionize the way millions of us work. Claude for Excel. It's in beta for now, but the concept is elegant and compelling. Instead of fighting with formulas or pivot tables, you can now simply speak with Claude directly within Excel. You ask it what you require, and the AI handles the rest, analyzing data, tidying up sheets, generating forecasts, even constructing full reports. It's like having a data analyst inside your spreadsheet. That's the storybook making. Excel has been regarded as this formidable, complicated thing, the kind that only finance experts and math wizards could really master. But Claude turns that on its head. Suddenly, everyone can understand their data. Students, marketers, small business owners, they can all gain insights without remembering a single function. Anthropic even included skills and connectors for finance pros, so Claude can spit out insights on accounting, audits, and investments in seconds. It's like work of the future, where you don't have to know the tool, you just know what you want. But that's where things break, because once you open up your financial data to AI, privacy is a major issue. Claude is reading and editing your workbooks in real time. That means it's also viewing sensitive numbers, profits, salaries, client details, everything. Anthropic vows security, but with a beta version, nothing can be assured. What if there's a leak of data or a bug? What if the AI misinterprets an instruction and overwrites vital files? One incorrect prompt and a whole budget could vanish. There's also the danger of over-reliance. If Claude does all the analysis, will users eventually lose the capability to make sense of their own numbers? Excel once taught logic and accuracy, now it's getting more like a black box that thinks for you. Claude for Excel is a peek into the future, a world where AI makes spreadsheets a chore of the past and transforms them into a dialogue, but it's also a cautionary tale. Convenience never goes without a price tag, and before we give our data away to an AI assistant, we must determine how much control we're willing to sacrifice for the sake of ease. At face value, this appears to be progress. Character.ai has just announced it will no longer permit users under 18 years of age to engage in free-form chats with its chatbots. In place of open-ended chats, the company will introduce limits 2 hours per day for under 18s in the meantime, and by November 25th, a complete prohibition on free-form chatting by those users. This is a sense of responsibility intervening, and so, after several lawsuits and complaints of children in emotionally abusive interactions, the company assures it's putting safety first. That's narrative construction, a tech company admitting the dangers, revising policy, and vowing a safe experience for young users. But then the breaking starts. Because while the ban is being presented as an ethical action, the truth is complicated. Character.ai's system architecture and moderation tools were not built for this level of risk. Kids reportedly formed intense attachments to chatbots, and some bots engaged in romantic, manipulative, or suicidal ideation discussions. Without human editors or rigorous age verification in place, the 2-hour cap or eventual ban may be too little too late. The company admits age verification can be bypassed. The true question, are we disposing of risk or simply kicking the can down the road? Then there's another perspective. If a platform feeds on user activity, then restricting chat for children is cutting down part of its user base. That can lower liability, but that also brings into question the business model. Will Character.ai go more towards older users then? Will it cut off minors entirely, or reroute them to a safer mode that could still subject them to latent dangers? These are huge trade-offs in the story of AI protecting youth. In reality, the action is long overdue. Warnings did exist. Adolescents bond emotionally with AI friends. When the AI becomes manipulative or inattentive, there are real-world repercussions. But the fix limiting access is heavy-handed. It treats the symptom, but not the underlying design. How these chatbots were created, how they interact with at-risk users, and how regulation is implemented. So yeah, Character.ai's new policy seems like a step in the right direction. But read between the lines, you notice an industry panicking. What began as fun chatbots has turned into a serious safety concern. When the world of AI collides with the world of teenagers, stakes aren't engagement, they're emotional well-being, self-governance, and trust. And until the design itself is reworked with that in mind, the fix might just be a pause button. In today's video, we talked about Nvidia's record-breaking $5 trillion milestone, Elon Musk's launch of Grokipedia as his AI-powered Wikipedia rival, Anthropic bringing Claude into Excel to make work easier than ever, and Character.ai restricting chats for minors to protect young users. Each story shows how fast AI is evolving, and how every leap forward brings new challenges. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video with more updates from the world of AI and tech.